Yes, respected sadhakas, hearty welcome another day sitting together for our wonderful exercise of trying to study the Shastras and through them understand and get convinced about what is that highest which as a human being we can and we must achieve and get freed from all limitations. Salutations to you, gratitudes to you, as well as a wonderful gesture of yours for being regular. So, hearty appreciations and the wishes, the sankalpas that if we are convinced that we are on this noble path, by now it must be so. Then may we continue it with all our efforts. When we know that the goal and means are great, and when we know that we are able to do it, and when we are realizing that there are only benefits in this path, no losses, then obviously on our part we have to become committed for being continuous, being regular. All other deterring and distracting thoughts which take us away from the path have to be dropped, and we have to tell to ourselves now I am set on this road which leads to the ultimate. I am not going to go away from this. The intensification of this thought is necessary to avoid any en route, powerful, distracting thoughts which may be manufactured by the mind, which may arise out of the prarabdha or the vasanas or any terrible outer happening or the force or the other beings can prompt us. So to avoid all of that, we have to keep on strengthening our this sankalpa that we will not leave this path or this goal. Wonderful it is. Whole day we'll have our 10 texts to be studied. Shwethashwathara, Patanjali Yoga Darshanam, Mandukya, Bhagavad Gita, Taittiriya, Tulsi Ramayanam, Yoga Vasishta Maharamayanam, Kevaloham, Skanda Puranam, and the Katha Upanishad Parayana. Maximum time let us try to give and do our best. Yes, the 13 Vyaktitvas, once more reminder, Lokasevaka, Dharmasthavaka, Viragi, Bhakta Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Varishrami, Prerita, Prashanta, Sanskrita, Bhasha with Vyakarana, Jnata. In fact, we should start telling about the importance of Sanskrita Bhasha, and all the literature of our Dharma are in that Bhasha. Therefore, everyone should learn it. Promoting of Sanskrita Bhasha extensively along with the Shastras for 40 50 years relentlessly should happen to reinstate the glory of Sanatana Dharma, because all knowledge is communicated through Bhasha. Ours is Samskrita Bhasha. Too much attached to our own personal languages, we forget the Deva Bhasha. Generally, nobody values. Like the other day, Raksha Bandhan Day, it was Sanskrit Day also. But who knows it? Who has chanted even one Sanskrit shloka? Out of 140 crores, 138, 39 crore को पता भी नहीं होगा. It is needed. And for us also, there are simple ways of learning Sanskrit, easily available at home on YouTube. That we can do. If nothing can be done, at least we have our own mother tongue known. In that mother tongue, the Sanskrit scriptures are written. तो उसको कम से कम पारायण करो. It's a minimum which we can do. Minimum. So in that way, the 13 Vyaktitvas, then our six sources of the Shastras, the Guru, the Devata, the Shakti, the Ishvara, as well as Parabrahma Tattva for Anusandhanam. Having remembered like every day, reminding ourselves of whose help to take, what are to be achieved. Now, the great Shastra, Shwethashwathara Upanishad from Krishna Yajurveda, fourth mantra of the first chapter, we will be studying today. In that, the Karana Brahma, with all his expressions, details are told. With that, the clarity that should come to us is therefore everything what we are perceiving, seeing in the world is never other than that Parabrahma. Yesterday now we are seeing, today will be our last sloka. Sad Brahmakaryam Sakalam Sadeva Sanmatrametan Tatonyadasti. That great sloka of Kevaloham, last one, as we study it here also. Then what? Then what? Everything is that Brahman only, but that thing cannot be the goal. This clarity should come. Though everything is the Karana Brahma only in this universe, so respect it, revere it, but never keep it as goal at all. The goal should be the Nirguna Brahma only. Till these knowledges become pakka, and the opposite contrary, ignorances, misconceptions, delusions, that the world can be kept to goal, can be pursued. Till that goes away, our Tattva Shastra Adhyanam should keep on happening. For that reason only, we are everyday studying Shastra, even if though we are not doing intense great sadhanas, but at least we are reminding ourselves every day. It's a beginning, not an ultimate, but beginning. And thank God we are blessing ourselves by being this way regular in studying the Upanishad. हो जाएगा पूरा श्वेताश्वतर पांडु वड़िकल चांदोग्य बृहदारण्य लगाओ और एक राउंड like we don't give up taking bath, washing teeth, having breakfast, coffee every day. Study of Upanishad should never be given up. बस चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, it should become a part of our routine. So, a great topic it is. Tameka nemim trivrutam shodasharam. All of that one by one we will see today, as Bhagavan Adi Shankarji also gave time, gave interest and spare time, gave in exhaustive details all these things because he found it to be necessary, because Shruti Mata herself has explained. So pure Brahma with his Atma Shakti has become Karana Brahma. Karana Brahma alone is expressing as all this. Thus, there is nothing other than Brahman, yet pure Brahman alone, when realized, experienced, gives the moksha from all bondages, limitations, miseries, and all unwanted happenings. Krishna Vasudeva. Let us study it today. Before that, let us do our Sankalpa and Prarthana. Before that, for some time, like every day, some common sense thought. Sri Rama Vasudeva. Today's common sense thought. Om Namo Narayana. We will see these 6-7 things or 5-6 things. First one is what? Remember, for doing, or let us start this way. What we do every moment or every hour or every day, first and foremost, depends on, in general or at that moment, what is our identity accepted by us, remembered by us. At that moment, what is my identity? Depending on that, I do that thing. And the dining table, my identity is the breakfast consumer. So therefore, I do that work. When I am in my scooter or car, I am the driver traveler, my identity. So I do the travel there. Go to the office, then the identities of the office worker. So that work I do. Clear? So in spirituality, the first and foremost thing we are seeing the seven things today is maintaining the identity. Always the identity that I am the sadhaka should be maintained. Always, 24 घंटे, which is tough but necessary. Because on the basis of this first thing only, the remaining edifice building can be constructed. Some other identity हुआ तो काम वही होगा, not this one. I am not a sadhaka. If that thought is there, anything else is samsara only. Then our all planning, thinking, and execution will be like that only. So, as with our study of Shastra so far, this identity that I am sadhaka been strengthened or not? देख लो भैया, कभी नहीं छोड़ने का, 24 घंटे. Even though we may not be doing all sadhanas, we may be in the vyavaharik samsarik work sometime, but अपना identity बरकरार, मैं साधक हूँ, है ना? Like everybody has their own identity. Our identity is sadhaka. In fact, if this identity is maintained, later on, everything we can translate, convert into sadhana. Whole day, etc., etc. That maturity will slowly come up. It takes time, but it will come up. We are at the very level, childlike level, immature level in all these aspects. For we have not studied all Shastras thoroughly, for we have not given sufficient contemplation or thought to that. है ना? इसके ऊपर ही सारा ज्ञान आधारित होता है. First, once the identity is established that I am sadhaka, the second one, remember that we need, most importantly, time as well as energy for sadhana. We agree for this by now. Where there is no time, then how can we do sadhana? Time है लेकिन energy नहीं है, because the sadhana needs deep intense energy. बहुत energy चाहिए. एनर्जी है, टाइम नहीं है तो भी नहीं होगा. टाइम है, एनर्जी नहीं है तो भी नहीं होगा. दोनों नहीं है तो कुछ नहीं होगा. नो टाइम स्वामी जी, ऑल माई टाइम इज सर वर्ल्डलीनेस. एनर्जी भी उधर ही खत्म हो गया. Isn't it? For the ordinary people. For us, we should realize it. Then what to do for this? Conservation of time energy is a very intelligent art. वो क्या है ना कि in our day schedule, there are so many things with which you can do away, without whom which we can be. So many are there. We have to realize them, recognize them. Which are the ones without which I can be okay. Many of them are our guftago with the people and our unwanted gathering of information, and most of it are also our so-called worldly entertainments. Enjoyments जो कहते हैं ना, उनमें बहुत समय एनर्जी गवा देते हैं. ये कोई कहने से हम मानते नहीं, खुद को अंदर से वो आना चाहिए कि yes, I need time and energy, I have to conserve them, they are being wasted in these activities and channels. From them we have to steal the time. Second point. First is sadhaka identity. Second, the art of conserving time energy by avoidable things. Some duties we can't avoid, but कुछ चीजें हैं जो जरूर हम छोड़ सकते हैं, उससे हमको टाइम एनर्जी बचना. Second point. Third one is what? That time, and if possible, all the time or maximum time, we have to try, be attentive, to be in the mood and of sadhana or in doing sadhana. ये भी try है. Maximum time, energy, all whatever the sadhanas we have understood, in trying to do them, of course systematically, sequentially, nicely plan करके, in trying to do them we have to spend maximum time and energy. That's our goal. Because again, if it is not done, then what to do with the time and energy? Again, we'll be called back, pulled back into the unwanted worldliness. Therefore, कॉन्शियस हो जाए कि मैक्सिमम टाइम मैं इसी में रख रहा हूँ, मैक्सिमम एनर्जी इसी में जा रहा है. Silently within ourselves we have to plan and execute. Nobody need to be told, nobody should be knowing it. Act as if with the people in the world or in the family that we are with them only, and be with them also whenever required to avoid all headaches, etc. इस जन्म का प्रारब्ध है वो. लाइक इस जन्म का प्रारब्ध है, आप मेरे साथ लगे रहते हो, बट ये भी परमानेंट नहीं है कुछ भी, अपने टाइम में जाएगा. पर जब तक है झेलते रहना, झेलना और जेल में रहना. येट आवर ओन आर्ट ऑफ मैक्सिमम टाइम एनर्जी स्पेंट इन आवर साधनास. थर्ड पॉइंट, ये याद रहना हमको, इसको हमें एग्जीक्यूट करना है. All these things depend on, as we said, my Lakshya is Paramatma and I am the sadhaka of it. This first basic identity के ऊपर ही ये सारे चीज़ हम कितना सीरियसली सुनते हैं, समझते हैं, प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, डिपेंड होता है. If at the first level we have compromised that I am not spiritual seeker, I am the worldly seeker, then the next step onwards we are not interested in. Agree? Third point. First one is identity. Second is time conservation, energy conservation, consciously. Third one is a commitment well planned to spend maximum time energy in the toll. There was a band bus confined to my own room. All my sadhanas, maximum day. For some time, for some walking, I may go. Other things for health management. जो भी है अभी वो तो ठीक है. You all know that. At a higher level तो हेल्थ मैन कुछ भी नहीं होता. Control all your diet etc. Intensely be in the sadhana. Yogakshamam vahamyam. भगवान कहना. All our health gets spoiled and we have to do lot of health management things only because of our excessive involvements in the world. Whether it is in bhojana or in bhoga etc. अब जो साधक है, ये सारा बकवास जब निकल जाता है ना, his body will never be problem. Only the natural or prarabdha sambandhi, some diseases, old age, that death will come. It's okay. But otherwise, जब हम a normal, decent life जी रहे every day, with proper planning, regulation of diet, क्यों कोई बीमारी बेकार में आएगा? We eat food and get बीमारीज, we go out and get बीमारीज. आप जब फूड डिसिप्लिन हो गया, गोइंग आउट कम हो गया, why will anybody suffer? ऐसे नो, like animals. Some because of weather or their old age, they get some disease and die. Otherwise, they don't do anything by which they unnecessarily suffer. You and I suffer. That is why हमको इतने सारे चीज़ों की जरूरत पड़ती है. A normal, common sensed life है तो कोई ऐसे विशेष health issues for decades together need not come to us. ज़्यादा इंटेंसली केयर लिया तो इवन सर्दी जुकाम बुखार भी नहीं होगा. Need not be. They are all invited because of our ignorance. Anyway, that's a big subject. You all know it better than me. So, उसके लिए थोड़ा बाहर जाने तक जाओ. Otherwise, confined to the room. Maximum time energy in the sadhanas. Third point. And in this one hint is what? Whenever while doing sadhana, the sleepiness, laziness come. So we are not fit for that sadhana at that time. Inner sadhana. So go out, do watering the plants, clean the house, or go to market, get the things without creating any samsara, so that we are not succumbing to that tamoguna. तमोगुण को रजोगुण से ही कांकर करना है, रजस्य में सत्व में आना है. सत्व को ट्राई करने के टाइम tamas also attacks, because in both of them one common thing is not involving in the outer things with sharira and indriyas. Because sattva guna karma mein we are intensely involved with our mind intellect. तमोगुण में also indriyas involved नहीं होते. Therefore, because of the similarity in the effort of doing sattvic karma, tamas may overpower, and that we may take as for granted, and slowly from the sattva we enter into tamoguna. ये महामाया होता है. So to avoid that, some rajoguna activity, by the way, hinted. Okay. Third point. Fourth one is little important. What is it is? Any sadhanas which we are doing, let us learn the art of doing them deeply, intensely, with full involvement maximum in every attempt. If I am doing japa, let me involve intensely and do it deeply. If I am doing puja, let it be deep, intense presence, participation of my median. Otherwise, the biggest danger happens, which for you and I almost 100% हो गया. अब उससे बाहर आना बहुत मुश्किल है. What is it? Becoming or making our classes mechanical. बस आए बैठे चले गए, एक रूटीन हो गया. Once the spirituality becomes mechanical, without rasa in that, any of these sadhanas, even life for that matter, from that lazy drowsiness, again to come back is impossible. Like people do the chanting of Hanuman Chalisa, Tulsi Ramayana, Gita, Vishnu Sahasranam, पढ़ के ना मैकेनिकल हो जाता है. Then the mouth is chanting, mind has already made a round of the whole world, because they are not there. Spirituality means fully with all layers of personality, involving in them, integrating there. और होश नहीं है, हम ख्याल नहीं रखते हैं, केयरफुल नहीं है, तो ये पार्ट ऑफ अस विल बी देयर, दैट इज मैक्सिमम फिजिकल एस्पेक्ट, बट द अदर पार्ट ऑफ अवर्स इज इन इट्स ओन दुनिया. Like the husband shouting at the wife, ये वो, she never cares only, she is in her own दुनिया. ऐसे बोलते रहते बकता रहता है, शी इज इन हर किचन वर्क एंड ऑल, वो सुनेगी नहीं, वो केयर भी नहीं करें. दिस वेलो पैंटिंग स्वेटिंग, ही शाउट्स हाफ एन आवर, देन ही गोज टू ऑफिस विथ फुलफिलमेंट. तो मैंने उनको कुछ कहा, शी नेवर लिसन्स. इन द सेम वे द माउथ विल बी चैंटिंग द मंत्र, but the mind has already made the whole trip of the round. Whereas spiritual sadhana is the mind intellect application. So, to avoid this biggest pitfall, to be absolutely careful and get full benefit of sadhana, every attempt deeply, intensely, we have to involve ourselves in that doing, in that process, whatever we are doing. बहुत बहुत खास बात है ये वाला. नहीं तो मैकेनिकल बन गया चीज, उससे हम बाहर नहीं आ सकते. ईगो आ जाता है, जस्टिफाई वी डू इट, कर रहा हूं ना मैं क्लास में. अब क्लास में आने तक ये वेर इज होमवर्क हैपनिंग फॉर मी ऑल्सो. जब कर रहा हूं ना, बट वेर इज द जप का भगवान आया क्या सामने? 10 साल से कर रहे हो. वेर एज द ग्रेट अदर भक्त 6 महीने कर लिए, भगवान आ गए. 10 साल तो 6 महीने के 20 गुना होता है ना. फिर भगवान 20 बार प्रकट होना था, उनको 6 महीने में आ गए, बिकॉज इंटेंसली किया उन्होंने. पर आज 20 जन्म भी करो नहीं होगा, बिकॉज वी आर इन्वॉल्व नॉट इन्वॉल्विंग इन दैट. देयर इज नो इंटेंसिटी, intense deep involvement. Again, all of that is based on the sense of urgency of wanting to achieve the goal. वो भूल गए, फिर से फिर मैकेनिकल होता है. ये विशियस मिश होता है, विशियस सर्कल of managing our faculties and managing our sadhana perfectly. is a big, big maturity which will come after hundreds of lives of struggle, etc. Suddenly नहीं होता सारे बात समझ में. It's very big thing. Spirituality is a very, very big thing. It is. Only some things outside we do and consider it as spirituality is not at all right. Spirituality is reaching the goal only. Further the sadhanas. Usme. So therefore, every attempt will be conscious, deep, intense. Every sitting. For that matter, everything should be done like that. Not only this sadhana, ये भोजन की भी आती बात, deeply, intensely involved. Any other work we have to do, deeply, intensely, consciously involved. Perfection will be there in the performance. Result will be spectacular. Fulfillment will be there that I have done it to the best of my ability. Like I am doing class now. How deeply, intensely I try to involve gives a quality to this work and its effectiveness for me and listeners. Fourth point is this one. Very, very essential. Among all 7 points, this point is at present essential. Though other things are more important, but this is essential right now. Okay. Now the fifth point is what? Most important है वो भी कि we have to find someone, an elder, a guru, must an acharya, to whom we unconditionally surrender and get all guidances, assurances, approvals, and give all the report. ये बहुत एसेंशियल है जिंदगी में. और अदरवाइज क्या होगा, अगर साधना नहीं होगा और ऑन द नेम ऑफ साधना ईगो ही बढ़ेगा. And that peculiar ego, in which way it becomes so predominant, we can never know it. It can grow to such an extent of discarding the guru, the devatas, the Veda, Shastra. इसका भाई पता ही नहीं चलता कहाँ से आता है वो, कहाँ कहाँ काम करता है वो. Inexplicable. And this ego, you understand, little bit it has crops up, it comes with all its personal projects, etc., based on vasana and all, forgets the sadhana completely. In that Viveka Chudamani. Samula kruttopi mahanaham punah vyullekita syat yadi chetasa kshanat sanjivya vikshepa shatam karoti navasvato pravrishi varido yatha. Bapre. That ego, you think it is destroyed. No. Samula krutta, even if it is really achieved. Puna vyullekita syat. You little bit also it comes. Oh, sanjivya vikshepa shatam karoti. It will do hundreds of its own vikshepas of its own choices. For a true spiritual seeker, he should not think or decide for himself. Because ego thinks and decides. Then what? My guru should think and decide for me. I'll do what he says. इसमें फायदा भी है, of course we have to have devotion to that guru, that उन्होंने कहा इसलिए out of bhakti to him we do it without compromise. And when we report to him, then we become responsible ना, जो report करना है उनको इसलिए करते. Like in all the sales departments, हर दिन उनको report करना पड़ता है authority को. Out of that fear only they do it. Works. कोई कोई गलत रिपोर्ट करते हैं, इट्स ओके. 20 दुकान जाना है, वो 5 जाएगा और 15 लिखेगा, 15 ऐड करेगा. Like medical में, the representatives have today 20 doctors you have to meet. 8 doctors they meet, 12 का वो नाम लिख देते हैं. That is गफलत है, इट्स ओके. गलती करते हैं, गलती नहीं होना है. द टारगेट जब होता है ऐसा रिपोर्ट करना है करके, वी बिकम रेस्पॉन्सिबल. एंड इट इज इन आवर इंटरेस्ट ना, कि गुरु जान सकते हैं कि कर रहा है कि नहीं ठीक तरह. देन यू विल एनकरेज अस व्हेन वी डू. हु एल्स इज देयर फॉर अस टू एनकरेज? ओनली गुरु. बाकी सब तो हमको संसार में एनकरेज करते. वो उनको हमारा साधना पसंद होता ही नहीं. वो either they are jealous or they discourage us. Your own wife is not happy when you do sadhana, or husband. They'll be nirlipta. They are not, अच्छा तुम कर लो क्लास, चल मैं तुम्हारे चाय बना. An acharya, a guru, requesting him, oh Maharaj, 2 minutes, 5 minutes I want from you. If not every day, at least twice, once in 2-3 days. So I am to report to you. Not in his interest, our interest. Please tell me, please correct me. मैं ठीक कर रहा हूँ क्या और क्या करना चाहिए. अब ये स्थिति आ गई है. He says then this is the next sthiti to be achieved. For that this is to be done. ऐसे कोई पॉइंट ऑफ रिपोर्ट नहीं है ना, then there is no responsibility, there is no discipline in our sadhana. We are good, but that's not sufficient. Goodness is not sufficient, no. Practicality is required sadhana के लिए. This is the fifth point, I believe very important. Sixth one is इससे भी important है. क्या है ना, come what may, this terrible outer and inner prakriti will play a football and volleyball with us, like it plays with everyone. एंड अगर हम अकड़ते हैं कि मैं साधक हूं करके, वो तो ज्यादा ही खेलेगा हमसे. बिकॉज ताकतवर लोगों को ना, जो कम ताकत वाले उकसाते हैं या इंस्टिगेट करते हैं, तो अपना ताकत दिखाएगा वो. isn't it like your servants do some अकड़ने की काम, you show your ताकत, remove that fellow from job, that's it. जा तू जाना है क्या, because you are powerful, you can appoint other fellow. So the prakriti is very powerful, the maya is very powerful. I will do my sadhana by conquering you. ऐसा करो, दिखा, आजा, दिखाता हूँ भाई. ये मारेगी चपेट प्रकृति, बस गिर गए कोई ना कोई काम में, क्रोध में, लोभ में, मोह में, मद में, मात्सर्य में, पूरा जिंदगी इसी में जाएगा. With one person you are attached or you are hating, only one person, enough for the whole life to be wasted. You can never imagine to do any sadhana. That is the power of Maya and Prakriti. And we are in that chapate. We don't have big projects of going with Pradhan Mantri to Poland and Ukraine and then help him. ऐसे काम बड़े बड़े नहीं है हमको. We are caught up in one equally stupid fellow like us. A person or a small thing. ये माया का प्रकोप है. Then what is the for sixth sadhana is continuous, relentless remembrance, prayer, and as much as possible upasana to be done to the Ishvara under whose control is this Prakriti, whichever the Rupa. Requesting him, hey Bhagavan, Sattvic Prakriti only should help me, the other thing should not disturb me. वो हाँ कहेंगे तभी प्रकृति हमको छोड़ेगी, साधना करने देगी. ईश्वर का परमिशन नहीं है तो प्रकृति विल प्ले फुटबॉल विथ अस. It is impossible, not when small little iota of the Prakriti also we can conquer by our effort without divine grace. A small little desire comes to us, बस सारे जब साधना छोड़कर वो छोटे वस्तुओं के लिए हम जिंदगी दे देते हैं या दिन भर दे देते हैं. See the power of Prakriti. Every moment it's happening. So, हे भगवान बचाओ बचाओ, ईश्वर कृपा करो, मुझे आप तक पहुंचना है वगैरह. When we do that ना, then only उनकी कृपा से we will be protected from the rajotamo prakriti. बिना ईश्वर कृपा we can never. This whole Shwethashwathara Upanishad will talk about it so much, many times. This is the very important sixth point. See that in Hanumanji's beautiful Sri Lanka Yatra. Immediately in the beginning only, Sundarakanda, Chelau Harashi Hiyadhari Raghunatha. हृदय में रघुनाथ धारण करके he went. Only Raghunath can protect because he is going to Lanka. Bhoga Bhumi it is. Maya Bhumi also. The Rakshasas are Mayavi and everything is Bhoga. Who can protect one from Vamsal at that time? Only राम राम स्मरण तो मैं रामदूत हूँ राम भक्त हूँ राम कार्य के लिए निकला हूँ ये सब स्मरण कराने के लिए है वो मेनली बट दैट अलोन रामा प्रोटेक्ट्स हिम फ्रॉम द प्रकृति इमीडिएटली अगेन बार बार रघुवीर संहारी तरके पवन तनय बल भारी बार बार रघुवीर संहारी स्मरण करके he knows only Bhagavat Smarana is the one which can keep the Prakriti not to trouble me. Not that I conquer Prakriti. मेरा औकात नहीं है उतना. Conquering Prakriti is a wrong word. We cannot conquer it. We only pray to the Ishvara by His grace. Prakriti allows us. This is the sixth one. Very, very essential in life. Very, very important. हम मिस कर रहे हैं इस बात को. हमारे दिन के 24 घंटों में कितना हो रहा है ईश्वर स्मरण ईश्वर प्रार्थना फॉर दिस एस्पेक्ट ऑफ साधना करते नहीं अगर कर रहे हैं तो ओनली फॉर द अदर भोग ऑफ द वर्ल्ड वी डू इवन वी आस्क हिम टू प्रोटेक्ट अस फ्रॉम प्रॉब्लम्स फॉर द भोग अगेन नॉट फॉर साधना थोड़ा हमें चेंज करना है फॉर द साधना toward the end yesterday from the Aithareyaji's words all this we have seen no other than Shiva Upasana Shiva Smarana there is no way to protect us we saw yesterday आज भी आएगा sixth point and the last one is very important all these six things we have to do from the heart deeply what we talked about the fourth point of doing intensely is one aspect where the doings are fully done with our presence intensity here what we are talking seventh point is from the heart to the heart we have to do no yesterday again Ramayana mein Yoga Vasishta what Vasishta ji said to Rama whatever I am telling you he says clearly कि हृदि कुरुत्वा हृदि कर्तव्य हृदय से तुमको ये सारे जो मैं साधना कह रहा हूं करने वाले हैं यू हैव टू डू देम he specifically uses that word because again everything is in the heart whether it is Bhagavan whether it is Maya whether it is Ajnana whether it is Jiva whether it is the vasanas सारा तो हृदय में ही है तो our operation should be from the hridaya level to the hridaya level feel the meaning of this sentence from the hridaya to the hridaya like when I am talking to you from the deep heart it should come and then that satisfaction deeply in the heart yes I have done my best heartily we have to do not intellectually intellectually doing is required because you should know the things how to do the clarity ऐसा बुद्धि देता है बुद्धि gives the clear picture the other instruments work but where from it should spring from the heart which is inexplicable the heart is experiential but inexplicable like when you hug your grandchild from the heart you do the child knows it or not others know it or not you know from the heart you have done inexplicable like yesterday we were seeing in that Poland mein our prime minister small cute baby he just lifted and 2 times played I was observing who is lifting that child a politician lifting or a premi lifting और ये साधका लिफ्टिंग कौन कर रहा है मैं देख रहा था he was lifting from the heart only so he is presence of mind है वहां उनका दिल से वो बच्चे को उठाया अच्छा लगा देखकर not for photograph not that so too when he was pushing that mic towards that announcement making person who was introducing him it was spontaneous an Indian is spontaneously helping nature whether it's prime minister हो president हो वो अकड़ते नहीं हो in general in normal ordinary Indian not misguided one तो इट वॉज नेवर एफर्ट टू हिम, बस वो माइक आगे कर दिए और सब ताली बजाने लगे. That was not a performance for him. He was present with heart there. He was available for that occasion. So that man was little taller. The mic was below. So he just pushed it. कोई था नहीं इसलिए. And when the other fellow came, the security, then he moved behind. I'm just giving an example. From the heart, very deeply. And all this calls for the pure heart again, where there is no show off, there is no cunningness, etc. Today it will come in our Mandukya Upanishad. मूढ़वत चरित करके आता है, बहुत बढ़िया इन तेलुगु क्लास में. सो फ्रॉम द हार्ट, फुल्ली एंड टू द हार्ट इट शुड बी. ऑल द 6 things एंड थ्रू आउट लाइफ ऑल्सो. किसी लड़ना भी है तो दिल से लड़ो, फॉर ए राइटियस कॉज. किसी को प्यार करना है तो दिल से करो, फॉर ए पर्पस. एनी स्पिरिचुअल साधना करना है दिल से. ये सारे ना करते करते रहने से दे बिकम हैबिट्स. Only when they become habits, they start giving results. Like when the plant grows to a sufficient level, then only it is capable of giving the flowers or fruits. In the same way, spiritual fruits of clarity of vision, satisfaction of doing sadhana correctly, enjoying the conspicuous results coming, they all will be the results later. Like yesterday again, Vasishtiji said, for both the bhoga moksha ropi phala, है ना, द मनोनियंत्रण इज सेड टू बी दी साधना देयर. कल उन्होंने हमको बताया बहुत भोग मोक्ष फलहार बिकॉज ऑफ द व्हेन द मन इज नियंत्रित. हियर आल्सो फ्रॉम द हार्ट, not at the lip level, not at the senses level, not at the even buddhi level. Buddhi is very essential to understand. वहां उसका काम खत्म. अब दिल से, लाइक बुद्धि बोल दिया हमसे शादी हो गई, नो ही इज माय हस्बैंड. आफ्टर दैट बुद्धि को साइड, दिल से यू हैव टू टेक केयर ऑफ हिम. सो टू शी इज माय वाइफ. बुद्धि में समझ में आ गया, शादी हो गई. अब होश आया शादी. इसीलिए सामने सारे पर्दे लगाते और इतना ढोल बाजा बजाते हैं कि इसको पता ही नहीं हो रहा है क्या हो रहा है. जब तक पता होता है हो गया. यार आई डोंट नो व्हाट हैपेंड. व्हाट आई डोंट नो, यू ओनली. तुमने वो क्या है ना, फेरे लगाए, ताली बजी, अब तू ले जिंदगी भर संभाल. ऐसा. So once intellectually done, then dil se throughout life. Some people are conscious that मुझे दिल से करना है, मैं कर रहा हूँ. Some are not conscious, but करते हैं दिल से, उनका जिंदगी संवर जाता है. Many people दिल से they fight with the wife and again दिल से they love. इसलिए उनके प्रॉब्लम कम होते हैं. फाइटिंग तो होती है, the issues, egos clash, what's there? Nothing new, nothing wrong. गुरु शिष्य का भी ईगो क्लैश होता है. सब दिस अ पार्ट ऑफ द गेम. ऑन द वे ऑफ मेच्योरिटी एवरीवन विल हैव टू गो थ्रू. भक्त और भगवान के बीच में लड़ाइयाँ होती हैं, उसमें क्या, दैट्स ओके. बट इंटेंस, डीप, ब्यूटिफुल, नो, दिल से जब हम किए करते हैं सब बातें, दैट इज अ क्रक्स ऑफ होल लाइफ. फ्रॉम द हार्ट व्हेन वी आर एबल टू डू एनीथिंग. हंसना भी दिल से, रोना भी दिल से, जरूरत के हिसाब से, एवरीथिंग. We should touch the core of our heart every moment, in every doing. Not emotion again. It's not. It's beyond emotion. It's a peculiar blend of the emotions of the mind and the intellect, understanding of the intellect, and something beyond. Dil se ka baat. Again, you can see the Hanumanji's yatra is dil se. That's it. Sitaji's prayer is dil se. Every time Bhagwan takes avatar and does धर्मस्थापना इत्यादि दिल से. प्रहलाद जी दिल से. These are all examples will tell us. Nachiketa, dil se. यमराज ऑल्सो नॉट हाफ हार्टेड, यार मैं उसको मारना इसको मारना है, मैं जा रहा हूँ, तू बैठ, मैं दोबारा आऊंगा. नो, ही सैट एंड दिल से ही गेव 6 वल्लीज, 42 meditational techniques patiently he gave. That's what dil se. See the dil se of Krishna in giving Gita, even though it's Yuddha Kshetra. Of again शुकदेव जी गिविंग 7 days में परीक्षित जी को भागवत, दे आर ऑल दिल से निकले हैं. ये राइट नाउ द वशिष्ठ जी ऑल्सो टीचिंग दैट ज्ञानम टू राम. बहुत बढ़िया. सो दीज 7 things: identity as a sadhaka, conserving time and energy, fully engaged in sadhana, doing it intensely, need of our surrender to a guru, then continuous prayer to Ishvara to protect from the Prakriti, and सब कुछ दिल से. 7 things today we try to grasp. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याता सर्ववेदान्ताः नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्. ॐ गुरुपुङ्गवपुङ्गवकेतनते समतामयतां नहि कोऽपि सुधीः शरणागतवत्सलतत्त्वनिधे भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं. ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकन्नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि. परं ब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः. सङ्कल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्तं ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेनस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरुशिष्यभक्तभगवत्परम्परादीनां पुनरुत्थानजागरणविश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं विश्वाध्यात्मिकप्रगतेकता शान्तिपुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थं धर्मसंस्थापने अस्मिन् कङ्कणबद्धास्माकं स सर्वेषां निरन्तरदिग्विजयार्थम् अनेकशास्त्राणाम् अध्ययनसाधनाप्रयत्नमध्ये श्रीकृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशङ्करभाष्यसमेत अध्ययन साधनाप्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्. ओम अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः शान्तिमन्त्रः. ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. पारायणं 4th chapters पारायणं from the 16th mantra to 22. These 7 mantras let's do. Om घृतात् परं मण्डमिवाति सूक्ष्मं ज्ञात्वा शिवं सर्वभूतेषु गूढं विश्वस्यैकं परिवेष्टितारं ज्ञात्वा देवं मुच्यते सर्वपाशैः. एष देवो विश्वकर्मा महात्मा सदा जनानां हृदये सन्निविष्टः हृदा मनीषा मनसा विक्लुप्तः य एतद्विदुरमृतास्ते भवन्ति यदा तमस्तन्न दिवा न रात्रिः न सन्न चासन् शिव एव केवलः तदक्षरं तत् सवितुर्वरेण्यं प्रज्ञा च तस्मात् प्रसृता पुराणी नैनमूर्ध्वं न तिर्यं च न मध्ये परिजग्रभत् न तस्य प्रतिमा अस्ति यस्य नाम महद्यशः न सन्दृशे तिष्ठति रूपमस्य न चक्षुषा पश्यति कश्चनैनं हृदा हृदिस्थं मनसा य एनम् एवं विदुरमृतास्ते भवन्ति अजात अजात इत्येवं कश्चिद्भीरुः प्रपद्यते रुद्रयत्ते दक्षिणं मुखं तेन मां पाहि नित्यं मानस्तोके तनये मान आयुषि मानो गोषु मानो अश्वेषु रीरिषः वीरान्मानो रुद्रभामितः वदीहि हविष्मन्तः सदमित्वा हवामहे. This mantra from Rudram. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Krishna Vasudeva Narayana. Now straight away the fourth mantra. Tatra prathamena mantrena sarvatmanam brahmachakram darshayati. Ditiyena nadirupena darshayati. So Karana Brahma Adhyena, which we might have heard many times, many people speaking in many Puranas, etc. But here we are getting the directly the Shruti authority. Therefore, our information which I have already had, it is correct and complete. Because हमको यहाँ authority मिल रहा है, उपनिषद का authority. Right? Let us chant the mantra 3 times. Tamekanamim trivrutam shodashantam shatardharam vimshati pratyarabhihi ashtakaihi षड्भिर् विश्वरूपैकपाशं त्रिमार्गभेदं द्विनिमित्तैकमोहं तमेकनेमिं त्रिवृतं षोडशान्तं शतार्धारं विंशति प्रत्यराभिः अष्टकैः षड्भिर्विश्वरूपैकपाशं त्रिमार्गभेदं द्विनिमित्तैकमोहं तमेकनेमिं त्रिवृतं षोडशान्तं शतार्धारं विंशतिप्रत्यराभिः अष्टकैः षड्भिर्विश्वरूपैकपाशं त्रिमार्गभेदं द्विनिमित्तैकमोहम्. So Karana Brahma explained in the form of chakra. Topic, be clear. So, like every chakra has lot of things in it. The hub is there, the immediate covers are there, the secondary covers are there, the main spokes are there, or spikes, whatever you call spokes, spikes, secondary spikes are there, then the outer circumference or the rim is there, a sub milker o banta. Then the tire or the chakra wheel has its place of movement. कहाँ जाती है वो? And then what influences it sometimes? If the road is not good or winds are there, वो चक्र का दिशाएं अलग अलग बदलते हैं. So keep a chakra in the mind, then try to study this mantra compared with that chakra, the Karana Brahma. So what are that? See, they have seen that Devatma Shakti. It's a continuation. Brahmavadino vadanti te dhyana yoga anugata apashyan. It's all explanation of te dhyana yoga anugata apashyan. What they have seen in their dhyana is said only to tell us that you also do dhyana till this is experienced by you. For this purpose we are studying it. So that chakra like Karana Brahma Desa. Eka Nemi. It has got one Nemi hub. Trivrutam. It is covered by the 3 things. What are all of them is the one which we are going to study. Shodashantam. It has got 6 connecting things. Shatartha Aram. It has got Shatartha 50 spokes. I don't know English. Spoke का plural spike होता है क्या spokes ही होते हैं? I don't know. Whatever. Right now my mind is not working in that direction. मैं spokes ही कहूँगा. So 50 spokes. Shatardharam. Then Vimshati Prati Arabhi. 20 the secondary spokes. Shatardha Aram Vimshati Pratya Arabhi. So 50 main, 20 secondary. Then Ashtakaihi Shadbihi. There are again some things 8 and some things 6. You can call them a whale is painted or designed, whatever. Made more stronger with some other supporting things. Ashtakaihi Shadbihi. Then Vishwarupa Ekapasha, that really has got one pasham, one rope, that the rope that is tied to Trimarga Vedam. It has got three margas in which this tire can move, this wheel can move. Trimarga Vedam. Then Dvinimittaika Moham. That it has got two karanas for it to get a show the delusion or moha. This chakra. So what is this Dvinimitta Moha? What is Trimarga? What is Ashtakai? What is Shadbihi? What is Ekapasham? What is 20 aras, 50 aras? What are all these? Shodas Anta, Trivruta, Ekademi. This is what is the entire Bhashya explains now. So the comprehensive picture of all of that tells us the Karana Brahma. उसमें सब आ जाते हैं लकीली. बट हमेशा हम सब कहते हैं, लेकिन वो सब क्या है वी डोंट नो. दैट सब वाला वर्ड मीन्स लाइक सारे मंदिर दर्शन. कौन से मंदिर? सारे शास्त्र पढ़ने. कौन से शास्त्र? सारे देवताओं को नमस्कार. अरे कौन से? सारे वैल्यूज वी मस्ट नो विच आर द मीनिंग. We use the word Sara, but we don't know what is that. So here also, in the shloka it is mentioned, Bhashyakara will help us in every one of them to be understood. Correct? Let us see the Bhashya straight away. Narayana. So, Dvinimittaika Moham, this is a shloka where there is no Kriya Pada there to end that sentence, of which we have to do the addition or Adhyahar. What is the addition here? They have seen. This Rupi Karana Brahma, they have seen. Because तम उस कारण ब्रह्म को जो चक्र के समान है, ऐसा करके श्लोक कंक्लूड हो रहा है. उन्होंने देखा. वी हैव टू ऐड those dhyana yoga anugata brahmavadins have realized. So it's all pictorial, beautiful thing, Therefore, the Brahmavadi in his true inner effort of dhyana yoga, he will definitely discover this Karana Brahma. पहले इस कारण ब्रह्म को पता करो. Drop that Karana of the Maya, then you can realize the Akarana, Nishkarana, or Karanatita, or Mayatita Brahma, which is our goal. And this Karana Brahma Avagahana is for understanding that every is Brahma Swarupa, therefore respect, revere it bas. But मोक्ष नहीं है उसलिए इसलिए उसके दूर करो, उससे मोक्ष नहीं मिलता. Like in samsara, we do our duties, but उसमें मोक्ष नहीं है इसलिए हम उसमें नहीं फंसेंगे. जागतिक संबंधों में our dharma we do, but that is never cause of moksha, therefore we have nothing to worry about it. So to a karma, some duties are there. More than that I need not attach. My goal is the Nirguna Brahma. एक चीज हम देखते हैं. तम एक इति. Okay. No, he explains. यह एक here एक is Paramatma. यह एक that one Paramatma who was said as eka in that shloka. है ना? ते एक ध्यान योगानुगत अवश्यन देवात्म शक्तिम स्वगुणय निगुणम. देन यह कारणानि निखिलानि तानि कालात्मयुक्तानि अधितिष्ठति एकः. यह एकः है ना, दैट यह एक वाज रेफरिंग टू द परब्रह्म परमात्मा. पहले उससे शुरू कर रहे हैं. यह एकः, दैट वन परब्रह्म, कारणानि निखिलानि अधितिष्ठति, द वन हु इज द सबस्ट्रेट ऑफ ऑल द primary and secondary karanas of the creation of the world, which was said in the third mantra. तम उस परमात्मा को अब उनके बाकी चीजें बता रहे. एक नेमिम, उस एक नेमी को देखा. तो one is अधिष्ठान ब्रह्म. He has become मूल कारण, because of whose devatma shakti creation is happening. In that the secondary karanas of the seven of them, काल स्वभावो नियतिर्यदृचा भूतानि योनि पुरुषेति चिंत्या. Of that Paramatma, here detailed explanation, ekanemi है वो. तो Brahma, he has got nothing in him. Brahman alone with his Atma Shakti. Now that Atma Shakti's explanation, one, it is ekanemi. Therefore, who is the ekanemi? Maya, the Shakti of Bhagavan, but that again ultimately without Bhagavan it can't be. Therefore, it belongs to Bhagavan only. So they have seen Ekanemi Parabrahma. Ekanemi Parabrahma. Parabrahma Ekanemi nahi hota. He is Niruna Nirakara. So here Ekanemi Parabrahma becomes Karana Brahma. तो उनको उन्होंने देखा एक नेमिम योनि ही नेमि मीन्स योनि ही with regard to the universe. In the chakra, it is a nemi, the hub. What is yoni? See, beautiful thing. That ekanemi, which is in the shloka, which is called as the yoni here. First one for the entire creation to happen of this chakra rupi karana brahma. The yoni, see, this is what we want to really tell you. ध्यान से सुनिएगा. ये जो परमात्मा का एक नेमी है जिसको योनि कहा, उसी को 8 to 10 words he is using and telling us this is what it is talked about with different words in different places. Mind you, all of that is indicating one thing only. What is that? Yonihi Karanam. In some places it is called as Karanam. Avyakrutam. In other places it's called as Avyakrutam. Akasham. In some places it's called as Akasham. Because in the Karana रूप में जो होता है ना, वो कोई विशेष रूप से दिखता नहीं हमको. From the Karana, when it expresses Karya, then only we'll be able to see it in a specific form. Like this whole plant is in its Karana Rupa in the seed. But in the seed we don't see anything. But when it sprouts, then slowly becomes bigger. Then the main trunk, branches, secondary branches we see. Therefore, in the Karana Rupa, specifications are not seen. That's why the non-specific आकाश से भी इसको कभी कभी बोलते हैं. आकाशम भी उसी को कहते हैं. In this way, that the Karya is not expressed in the Karana Rupa, it is like a space inexplicable or inexpressed. So that Ekanemi itself is called Yoni, itself is called as a Karanam, itself is called as a Vyakrutam, itself is called as Akasham in other place. In another place it's called as Paramavyoma, Paramavyoma, Karana Akasha. Before that is Chitta Akasha. Before that is Bhuta Akasha. कहीं परमव्योम कहते हैं उसी को. Then कहीं it is called as Maya. In Vedanta we call it as Maya. In other place they are called as Prakriti. In other place it's called as Shakti. In other place it's called as Tamaha. Some other place it's called as Avidya. In another place it's called as Chaya. Some other place it's called as Ajnanam. In our place it's called Anrutam. In some other place it's called Avyaktam. इति एवं आदि शब्द ही और भी है बट मैक्सिमम मैंने यहाँ दिया. एवं आदि शब्द ही अभिलप्यमाना एका कारण अवस्था नेमि एव. फॉर द होल जगत कारण अवस्था है, एक ही है, वही यहाँ इस चक्र का नेमि है. कारण ब्रह्म चक्र का नेमि है, योनि है एक. वहां से बाकी सारा प्रकट हुए बाद में. And that one thing, एक name is mentioned in these many names. See, in कितने गिनो? योनि कारणम अव्याकृतम आकाशम, परम व्योमा माया प्रकृति शक्ति ही, तमः अविद्या छाया अज्ञानम, अनृतम अव्यक्तम. पूरा 14 शब्द यूज किए गए इधर. इत्येवमादि शब्द ही अभिलप्यमाना. अभिलप्यमाना मतलब बोला जाता है. एका कारणा अवस्था, one Karanavastha for the whole world, not for him. Brahman is a Karana, he is eternally there. Karanavastha, Nemihi, Iva Nemihi. Why it's called as Nemihi? Because Sarva Adharaha. Because the central hub is the one to which the whole wheel along with its other parts are held together. वो नेमी निकाल देते हैं ना, जो बीच में सपोर्ट करता है, जनरली वो आयरन का रखते हैं. देन द व्हील पिचक जाता है because of the pressure of whatever is above. What is holding that wheel to be in that wheel shape is not only the rim, not only the spokes, but the central hub. Hub के कारण वो spokes held है, spokes के कारण the outer circumstance is held है. Therefore that wheel is intact. Anything उसके ऊपर रखो, धक्का दो, it's moving ahead. In the same way, Afterwards, we are going to tell you the exhaustive world of hundreds of things, but उन सब का मूल ये एक ही है. That is why the word used here is सर्व आधारः. यस्य अधिष्ठातुः अद्वितीयस्य परमात्मनः तमेकने. It is सर्वाधार, but for it the Paramatma is the Adhisthana. Therefore, of the Adhisthana Rupa Paramatma, he is this Nemi, Ekanemi, belongs to him. He is now called as the Kala Chakra. Sorry, he is explained here with the Chakra Rupena, Karana Brahma. Okay. Then first Ekanemi explained that Avyakta Maya Prakriti. वही है सबका कारण, ये भगवान का ही है, इसलिए भगवान इज एक नेमी. तो एक नेमी भगवान को उन्होंने दर्शन किया. देन त्रिवृतम. व्हाट इज त्रिवृतम? त्रिभिः सत्व रजस तमोभिः प्रकृति गुणैः वृतम. That is Vrita covered by the three gunas. Then we have already seen in other classes, Maya is never seen because it is covered by three gunas. Three gunas also are never seen because they are covered by their expressions. Therefore, through the expressions only we can infer the three gunas, and from that we can infer the presence of the Shakti of Paramatma, the Maya. So ये तीन गुण ही इसका त्रिवृतम है. फिर वाट इज षोडशांतम, देन शतार्धारम, विंशति प्रत्यराभिः, अष्टकई षड्भिः. ये सारे बातें हम कल जब आएंगे थोड़ा और देखेंगे. इतना आज काफी. ओम 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 ओम. पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो परमशिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे नमः. ओम तत्सत. ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. आज इतना काफी. Very good.